Well, let's just see what else we got in here. Double. Oh boy. Double Dragon, how about that? Wow, the timing. So, we only just went through the game which became Double Dragon 2 here in the States. And I did double check, and yes, this is actually Double Dragon. Like, this was originally Double Dragon in Japan, and it was Double Dragon here in America. So, you know, this time we didn't get a completely different game, just reskinned to... Oh my god, why... What? Oh, that's okay. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why I thought the guy on the left was me, and it's very weird. Also, it's an okay version of this song for the Game Boy. I mean, this early in the Game Boy's lifespan, they didn't really have it very well figured out for the what the hell's it called, I guess? The music chip, or the sound chip, or whatever that would be. Are those Linda? Yeah, I guess those would be the Lindas. Okay. Yeah, each different, enemy type has a name. I completely forget. I want to say this is a Williams, but I'm probably wrong there. But, yeah, each different enemy type has a different, name there. Yeah, there's the Williams, the Lindas, the Chintais, Ropers, a Bobo, of course. Yeah, like this guy, I'm pretty sure that guy is William. I don't know if the, other ones are as well or not. And that is what makes Double Dragon worth playing, the, various combos you can pull off, and just the very different kinds of, street fighting techniques of just, brutal beatdown stuff. Let's... Come on, come on, come on. Down you go! Also, those guys, whatever their names are, I can't tell if they're wearing pants or just, everything down there seems to be skin-toned, insofar as skin has a tone here on the original Game Boy. Just seemed like their faces and their legs were the exact same color. I do wonder if we get a health refill at the end of the stage. Even if we do, let's try to avoid getting picked up by the scruff of our neck and, you know, punched in the face repeatedly. Although I guess that'd be the back of the jacket in a human who, you know, doesn't really have a scruff to be picked up by. Okay, good, we do get a health refill at the end of the stage. So we can take a bit more of a beating then. Come on, come on. Wow, a Bobo is pretty tough, which, is to be expected, I suppose. Oh, okay, punches work better than kicks. Good to know. That seems to be, only working occasionally. There we go. I think we found a system. And suddenly victory. Should be paying attention to the game and not to the cell phone to see who just texted me. Oh jeez. Yeah, that's not so good. Let's get this timing a little bit better. Perfect. Oh. I can't leave yet. So I guess that particular trick does not work here on the Game Boy, whereas it definitely did on the NES, where you could just walk away from a lot of enemies on this stage, not bother to actually fight them. I forget if it's stage 2 or stage 3, but in one of them, you could just get the bosses sort of loaded on screen and then head back down a ladder, and once they were scrolled off the screen, the game would consider you having had beaten them, and you just progress right on through to the next stage. Somehow I doubt, though, that that same trick will work here. Also, I have to say that this is actually a pretty good rendition of this song. I mean, it's not amazing or anything, but it's very serviceable for a Game Boy port song. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's, not get hit in the face with a grenade. Unfortunate thing about this kind of game is that, it is honestly quite good, and I don't really have overly much to commentate on. I mean, the stuff that I know about the Double Dragon series, and I guess the Kunio-kun series and such sort like that, I already talked about in the previous game, which, you know, by the time this goes up, that will also have already been posted, so... You know, one thing I'm now curious about is whether, company Technos still exists at this point. Or if they too, like so many other game design companies, went under. Let's see, do we have to deal? Yeah, we do have to deal with that. Yeah, man. Okay, or she'll deal with herself. That certainly works. Yeah, I'll take care of you first. Rock to the base. Ah, interesting. As of June 2015, so very recently, Arc System Works now owns all of the intellectual properties of Technos Japan. I have to say, I also like how much, control you have over yourself in the air like that. It's actually quite surprising for a game like this, of this, particular era. Though now I'm not actually even sure how I managed to do that, but, oh well. Let's throw a Bobo off a cliff. Bye, Bobo. Whee! Okay, good. I am supposed to do that. Wasn't sure if I was supposed to start climbing the cliff there or not. Let's just punch some Chintais in the face. After getting kicked in our face. Come on. Ah, this is not good. Chintais are tough. Not even the, patented jump kick method is working. That works in so many of these old beat-em-up games. Okay, there's... Come on, really? There's one gone, another one immediately shows up. Maybe that's what we were supposed to do all this time, just get them to the bottom and knock them off. Okay. My bad on that. I should have realized that. Okay, can we... Nope, not jumping up, but jumping over. Good to know. Yeah, this one does seem to lack the, thing that, well, I say actual, the Double Dragon 2 on the NES had going for it, which was, in getting points and getting the little hearts underneath where, you would learn new abilities and techniques. And that was really what made the, original shine. The fact that you did sort of level up as you went. Let's try this method again. Get right on down here to the bottom. Carefully. Nope, didn't work this time. Fantastically did not work. There we go. Awesome. Alright, another stage down. Oop, 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 oop. Oh no. Okay, so if this is like that, well, no, maybe not yet. Maybe it will be eventually, but I do recall that, in these caves areas with the, spiky stalactites up there, jumping was a bad idea because you would, jump into the spikes and hurt yourself. Yeah, great gameplay here. There we go. And I should mention, since I usually do talk about controls, A is for punch things, B is for kick things. A and B together is jump kick, which is basically your only form of jumping in the game, so gotta be very careful with it. I guess the whole stalactite thing will not be much of an issue here in this one. That, however, will be. Especially if we can't get to the other side of a Bobo. Come here, boy. Over you go. Or over I go, maybe. Alright, getting there. Yeah! Awesome. And stage over already. Oops. That's what happens when I look at the chat. Oh, there we go. Never mind, there we don't go. That is not, the same at all. So yeah, I guess that whole aspect of the area where you need to, be very careful about how and when you jump doesn't seem to exist in this game, I would imagine. It really doesn't help when who you're hitting keeps alternating like that. Yeah, again, this is actually a pretty good rendition of this song. Obviously not as good as the NES version, but decent enough for sure. Alright, let's see who's behind these doors. And I'm assuming they're all gonna pop open. Yep, they're all gonna pop open. What a surprise. Also, somebody with a better memory than me is the name of the machine gun toting guy who we're about to face in a couple minutes here. Is that, Willy? Or am I remembering a different thing? Okay, yeah, it is Willy. Cool. Somehow I have a memory cell that functions. Kind of rare. They're getting lonely in there. And Arklon just posted a picture of Abobo from the Double Dragon movie in all his, weird skin growthy oddness. Also, it is kind of interesting that there is Machine Gun Willy, and Billy Lee, and Williams, all as characters in the same game. That's, technically 3 different, characters, all named William. Or some variation thereof. And yeah, you were absolutely right, Purple, that, it just really sucks to fight Chintais and bears. These guys are too good here. And I really want to preserve my health, because I know there's a lot more coming, so... A bit more. Little bit more. There! Now it's time for me to walk through the door, apparently, because the stage is over. Whoopsie. Okay, let's take the knife. Yeah, that didn't work. Oh well. Back to basics. I really do like how they, move the screen forward while moving you back, rather than having you move forward at the edge of the screen. That is amazingly well done. Uh-oh. No. We're not getting there anywhere near that. And of course, by that I mean we're getting very, very near that, and then we are moving the hell away. Or that can happen, sure. Come on already, just thank you. That sort of works. Okay, now we have Williams's. I think we're gonna be doing a lot of double kicking, or jump kicking, whatever the actual term is. Yeah, that's... oh, no, that's not okay. I was gonna say one jump kick damage, that's fine, but, losing a life damage, that's no good. Alright, who's up next? What a surprise. Let's see, can we... maybe. Well, I wasn't expecting that, to say the least. I think they probably set that up. Okay, so it can happen. Awesome. I remember watching Purple go through this the other day. Those things are annoying as hell. I think what threw me off, what made me think initially in that first scene, is that your hair here is this darker gray color, but here it's completely black. And so when that guy came on with the same matching hair color and look as this, I figured that was my character, but that was why I was quite wrong about that. Maybe we can get this to work again. We're at the correct level of yes! Fantastic! All of the yes. Goodbye, Chintai! Come here, Machine Gun Willie. Come on. Boop, boop, boop. None of that. Ha-ha! Cheesing it for the win! I have merged with you. We have become one. So, I guess we don't have the surprise final boss in this version. So, no brother-on-brother Double Dragon fight. So, okay. little bit unexpected, but, yeah, that fight is kinda hard as balls, so I'm also not really complaining very much. So, yeah, this has been Double Dragon, and I have to say, this has been really good. This is, music's not as good as the NES version. Stages are a bit, shorter or not quite the same, but all the same characters are there, you got the same weapons, and the controls are just really good. This is a really, really good port of the NES version here. Don't know how much longer these credits will go on, so I'm never sure when exactly to say my wrap-up stuff. But usually special thanks is a good indicator that it's nearly done. So yeah, this has been Double Dragon on Game Boy, and yes, I absolutely would recommend this one. This is definitely one worth playing for yourself. And, you know, barring that, then just go play Double Dragon Neon. If you don't feel like playing some Game Boy Double Dragon, go play what is probably currently the best Double Dragon game in existence. Alright, so, what kind of the end screen do we have? Well, hitting buttons isn't doing anything, and I'm guessing that waiting it out won't do anything either, so... Yep, this is one of those, it stays at the end screen until you turn it off. So yeah, that would mean that we are done here, and yeah, I'm very happy with that. That turned out to be really awesome.